How am I prepared mentally? So mentally it's a competitive fight and I've got to bring competition. So in that sense, mentally it's not just about, all right, I want to box well and all this, just win. Mentally, like win, refuse to be beat. And that's how you mentally approach the fight, just go in there with a winner's mindset.
So Jake, you can fight basically anybody. You decide who your opponents are going to be. Why was this man the right opponent for right now?
I think this talk has been part of the conversation, and we've always wanted to fight each other. There's been some talk back and forth for a couple of years, and my goal is to become world champion and the WBA and WBC.
I don't think it's necessarily fair to AJ. I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. And I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep 1000%.
Preaching that religion of deluded optimism and vowing to shock the world, Jake Paul entered the room talking like a man already organizing the route of the Triumph Parade and choosing the music.
If I'm going to be honest, I'm going to break his face, I'm going to break his body up, I'm going to stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'll do that until I finish fighting, no matter who it is.
Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, remained as calm as premium ice. I mean, this isn't a superhero film. This appointment is set in advance. Additionally, Jake made the reservation.
More pressure on them going into this fight.
100% Anthony. Yeah, 1000%. This is something that's gonna weigh on him, right? Like, because of what you said, I'm going in there, I can fight free. If he starts getting touched up and losing rounds, I think the cookie will crumble.
Jake portrayed himself as the courageous disruptor, the person who, rather than acting out of survival instinct, sees a business potential in a heavyweight monarch. And AJ responded with a calm, courteous menace that says, "I'll handle this effectively."
Whatever he said, we'll see if the cookie crumbles. I don't know what to say. I'm confident in myself. Like, I'm not focusing on him. I just know what I can do, and I can't wait to show it. I'm not going to crumble. I'm solid. I've been through wars, and I'm still standing super strong. I align myself with some of the greatest coaches and greatest fighters in the world because I have that hunger, that desire.
Like he's going to try out for dancing with the heavyweights, Jake's sole dreams of speed, angles, and deft footwork. Joshua also discussed pressure, patience, and creating discomfort in a composed manner. The kind of conversation that causes you to reevaluate your decisions in life.
If there's any chance in the world, knowing what Anthony Joshua is a specialist at, he's a specialist at putting knuckles through your fucking brain, and that's what he's going to try to do to Jake Paul. And anything other than that, if from a 34-year-old Anthony Joshua, will make us all think it's a fixed fight. Whether or not Josh can do it, whether or not, Jake Paul shocks the world and shows us that he really does know how to box really well and moves really good and uses his jab and blows us all away with a strategy and a lot of footwork and move.
Jake vowed that destiny herself would have to stop him. Cool, music, story, AJ essentially remarked. Let's put that theory to the test. It was final exam focus versus podcast enthusiasm, hype versus homework. You could also sense the difference.
Boxing a guy like
just get him with the right hand. That's what Jake Paul's looking for, the right hand. And if he lands, he could do good damage. So a lot of people underestimate Jake Paul, but in reality, he's a good fighter and he's dedicated, and that's what I like about him.
The other guy exudes the serenity of someone who has read the script and knows how the scenario ends, while the first guy is peddling belief with a TED Talk smile. And just when you thought the turmoil between Jake and AJ couldn't get much more intense. Relax, lads, Eddie Hearn says as he enters like a composed cab driver observing two sports vehicles bickering over who is faster. We've completed the calculations.
We're quoted on record saying that you and AJ must retire if Jake Paul wins on December 19th. Stand by that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I suppose so.
Look, I don't see a world where Jake Paul wins this fight. I know that boxing's boxing, and I mean, what is it? Roy Jones came out this morning and said Jake Paul can win this fight.
Teddy Atlas as well.
Teddy Atlas. Okay. All right, now I'm a bit worried. I won't retire. AJ should retire if he loses.
I'm thinking while I sit here with you. This man is discussing retirement conditions as if they were holiday plans. And for some reason, it's still completely barbaric. In essence, Eddie is stating, we won't hold a press conference if AJ loses. We're taking a farewell tour. However, he does it in such a courteous manner that you nearly want to applaud. The funniest part is that he uses a motivational saying poster to break down the weight problem like a personal trainer. He reminds us that a lighter AJ is a sharper AJ, which in boxing parlance means fewer gym selfies and more nightmare fuel.
Yeah, AJ's never made weight before, so all of a sudden he's he's been in camp for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, and he's probably sitting at, I don't know, 260, 265, and it's like, you've got to make 245, it's 20 pounds. The weight clause and all of this is going to be an issue. It's something we have to keep our eye on, but I think AJ feels great. I think actually the lighter AJ is, the better he is.
Jake enters with Superman-level confidence, and I admire it. But confidence without real weight is like calling a plain steak gourmet. Everyone can sense this isn't a joke. Camp AJ is treating it like a world title fight. Eddie speaks with calm authority, and it feels like one man is dreaming while the other is sharpening tools. And history usually favors the craftsman, not the motivational speaker.
See AJ winning this fight with ease, comprehensively, destructively, violently, and I don't see a world where Jake Paul is competitive in the fight, let alone win the fight. But luckily, AJ's not preparing in a way that he just thinks it's a joke. He's preparing for Jake Paul like he's a world title contender. Yes, it's been a little bit of a shorter camp. Yes, we've got to make weight this time around, but it doesn't matter.
And just when Eddie Hearn had us in full executive mode, talking about weights, contracts, and AJ operating like a well-oiled machine, we entered the realm of Ado Ladapo with ease. The atmosphere abruptly changes from the gravity of the boardroom to that of a friend who brings snacks to the debate despite knowing every boxing statistic. As I sit here with you, it becomes clear to me that Ade is more than simply a boxer. He tells the story as though each dubious scorecard since 2009 has personally harmed him.
In the top 10, where AJ's taking it seriously, he's answering the questions direct that Ariel's throwing him. There was no, yeah, we're here to kind of f*** around, this is going to be easy, give me my money, let me run back to the UK. This was AJ's like, no, we're taking this seriously. And that ain't a good thing for Jake Paul. It isn't. And AJ is that guy anyway. Like, I would never doubt that AJ would take this seriously. But for Jake Paul, I do wonder if realization is kicking in, or maybe he is just that delusional where he does.
When someone challenges a lion to a push-up contest, you can almost hear the polite astonishment as he watches AJ looking disciplined and Jake Paul selling confidence like a late-night infomercial. One man shouts, "Believe in yourself," while the other quietly checks talk settings. The whole boxing scene settles into a mix of calm and intensity, and I can't help but agree before simply ending it there.
Press conference, I think one of the biggest takeaways was, and I think we knew this on the circuit anyway, that AJ had left Ben Davison, but he confirmed it. And then he said he's training with Igor. And I wish Ariel pushed him a bit more, because I have no idea who Igor is. I feel like I know quite a few people in this Alexander Usyk camp where AJ is and has been for a while now. But Igor is most certainly not Alexander Usyk's #1 trainer. So I'm guessing it's just someone in the camp. But AJ is now training with that.
Every name on a fight card feels like it's trying to headline a reality show, from world politics to British heavyweight clashes. But the real magic is how Ade presents it all, sharp, realistic, and self-aware enough to make you laugh without losing the stakes. It's like watching an experienced coach calmly explain chaos, and what I love is that we both understand the unspoken truth behind every heated take and playful jab. Boxing rewards the prepared, not the loud. The mix of drama, discipline, and just a bit of craziness is exactly why we can't look away.
I will still stand firm and say AJ should, not will, should get rid of Jake Paul in 1 round. Should. And if he doesn't, then it's more, my questions will be more to AJ. But I'm confident AJ gets this done, and I'm confident AJ hasn't come to play around. So this isn't a case of AJ just come to kind of give the American audience a show and just, you know, make Jake Paul look silly and make Jake Paul miss. And no, I think AJ's come to do damage, collect the check, and and go to Saudi and have this fight in February that Turkey's been talking about.
It almost feels unreal, just as Aid had us convinced, until Johnny Nelson steps in with full veteran composure, giving the look of someone who already knows how this story ends. My thoughts match his. Jake sounds like a man fueled by fresh motivational quotes, confident enough to think he can glide through a heavyweight storm. And while confidence is great, this isn't a charity fun run. Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua stands there like he's late for something serious, and Johnny's voice carries that polite but pointed warning. Enjoy the moment, but choose your steps wisely.
So, I want to see what AJ's presence in front of Jake Paul would be like. Because AJ, especially when it comes to fighting, is a serious dude. And I know Jake Paul, the problem child, he can be rude, he can be in your face. Remember when he snatched Floyd Mayweather's hat? And they do all the kind of things, Mike Tyson ended up slapping him in his face and standing on his toe. I think Jake Paul got there, looked up film, chance it.
The best part is the drama. Everyone can see Jake's confidence writing checks while AJ turns the press conference into a quiet performance review. Johnny basically voices what we all feel. Keep the jokes, but don't confuse the spotlight with safety. If AJ treats this like work and Jake treats it like content, that contrast could shake the whole arena. It's credentials versus confidence, chaos versus precision, and the tension alone could sell tickets. So what do you think? Masterclass in the making or unexpected miracle? Like, share, and subscribe.